Parts of Europe are in the midst of severe drought with record low levels of winter rainfall. France has seen its longest dry spell on record. There's been no significant rain there for more than a month.
It's large parts of Western Europe, actually, Lucy. According to the European Drought Observatory, large parts of France, eastern Spain, large parts of northern Italy as well are under drought warning. And in some parts of France and Spain especially, that drought is already so bad that vegetation, plants are already under stress. They are already struggling. And it's a situation that's been building, it's been worsening for quite some time.
This is, or perhaps was, the River Loire, France's longest river, which seems to be disappearing before our eyes. For week after week, no rain has come, the driest period since records began more than 60 years ago. And for the people who live here, these are worrying times. Winter is normally a crucial period in restoring water levels, but not this year. And 2022 was the second hottest year Europe has ever experienced. Lack of rain can have a knock-on effect, reduce crops, greater risk of wildfires, and potentially rationing.
Scores of dead fish littering the beach.
There's just dead fish everywhere.
Respiratory issues causing problems for humans. All this caused by red tide. Red tide is officially known as harmful algal blooms, and they periodically occur in oceans. Right now, the west coast of Florida is taking a hit. Dead fish of all sizes washed onto the shore with the tides. The harmful algae in the Gulf of Mexico waters off of Florida is called Karenia brevis. It causes oxygen levels in the water to drop greatly, killing marine life.
I've experienced red tide. This year it's stronger. People have coughs.
Particles of Karenia brevis toxins release into the air when thrashed around by ocean waves. For some people, that can cause coughing and sore throats when it's breathed in. Humans don't cause red tide, but they can make it worse. Red tides occur naturally, but rising air and ocean temperatures could mean the harmful algal blooms are larger and more frequent.
zaten Altan Bey yanıma gelsinler. Röportajı.
ماذا هاونش خرج بينن عم نكان هذا خانية خدا وجه هم وجه ونزانن وجه أم رجاي وتكلكم ما بقول يا بو شكل عجيب بقوة ما في نار أنا هيك هيك
كان كم ضيبة مش ترى حاكم بقى شو غريب فوق يا حلاوة شو صورة gidelim.
Bak şurası. Tam istila.
أبي أش حسن يتقرم أرتكوي أسمع شلتو هيدين
أبي
رجامج وهايا ونياردمك ما بدي وقت دبلمي عمش برفاق كل كامي بارك المدن ما لا ما خلاص كده
Depleted by drought, last summer's heat waves are still biting, this time into food supplies. Andrews scaled back his vegetable crops, with other farmers doing the same amid warnings of more shortages to come. Severe weather overseas is already disrupting supplies. Supermarkets are rationing vegetables like cucumbers and tomatoes, and so a run on turnips, with some shops sold out and more people coming to smaller grocers.
We've got 3 supermarkets, main supermarkets, one of them of which I use quite a lot. Like, we're just out of everything, and the stuff they had was just scraps.
Wholesale prices have rocketed.
Wholesale cost on things like salad crops, even onions, I would say they've gone up by at least minimum of 80%, and that is across the board.
The government says the UK has a highly resilient food supply chain, well equipped to deal with disruption, but farmers say it goes deeper. Behind all this, multiple factors. Farmers face labour shortages, high energy costs, the impacts of climate change, as well as global political turmoil. But what's becoming ever more clear is that amid a volatile environment, food security has never been more important.